And Joe Budden getting mad at a 22-year-old Tyla for opting out of dancing with Usher. We know what you are, Joe. We know what you are. We know what you are.
Hey y'all, this man Joe is attacking Tyla literally, even though the podcast happened already, but he's literally chopping off Tyla just because he feels Tyla is uptight and that Tyla refused to dance with Usher. People have condemned this man's attitude towards Tyla and the way he was speaking about her, and people just had different opinions. But before we go into what people thought about it, let's listen to what this man had to say to Tyla that got people triggered.
I'm saying before the VMAs, the way that she did that came off away. This Armand Wiggins tweet is saying she just seems tone deaf to American culture.
That Armand Wiggins tweet sounds like some bullshit to me.
Maybe.
And he said, I don't know this girl, but I don't like how she acts. What?
Right. Fam.
Yo, dog, but every time you see her visibly, there is something like this. There was the Breakfast Club interview where it's like, okay, got it. There's this Usher shit. There's this when she accepted the award. Girl, stop it now. Stop. You don't know that you getting up there to accept the award. Listen, I didn't even like how she fucking put her hand on the person that was walking her to the stage. I hated that.
That's crazy.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm telling you how I felt. There's a way.
You don't like the girl, Joe.
No, there's a no.
Let's come across
the girl, Joe.
No, please. So just because y'all don't agree, don't fucking invalidate what I'm saying, and let me say what I'm saying, because I thought long and hard about what I'm saying. I've seen Taylor Swift and everybody else that get walked up there do that same move away. They all got to get walked up there. I'm not highlighting her, but if you got a long dress on, somebody's walking you to the stage. There is a way to depart from that person. I'm telling you that when Tyla did that, it could look away. Let's continue it. She don't know that saying this award is too heavy and trying, carry, hold this. I'm not saying that she wasn't genuine in what she was saying. I'm saying it comes off away. Niggas are not off base for highlighting that. It came off away. And Chloe looked at her like, Holly. Not Chloe. Holly looked at her like, girl, that girl comes off away.
She could also have.
She comes off entitled and privileged.
She comes off away.
Now, I feel like this man purely hates Tyla at this point, even though he said he didn't. But I'm saying this lady in question is just 22 years old, and I don't know what they want from Tyla, how they expect Tyla to act. I mean, Usher was coming to grind at her, and you're expecting her to just, put herself down and go grind on him, even though she's not comfortable with that because she wants to break into the, American market or whatnot. You expect her to just, be some type of way. And Cardi B did not hesitate to defend Tyla against these people and everything they thought. And according to Cardi B, Tyla is now regretting collecting that award. I mean, I would say she should not regret it, even though I feel like she's not best suited to win that, category since it's for, Afrobeat. But it is what it is. Now, let's listen to what Cardi and others have to say. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section and I'll be back.
Tyla wished she never won that fucking VMA award. If she would have known that fucking VMA award would have brought so much hate, so much criticism, I bet for a fact she'd be crying tonight. Like, the internet is insufferable. The way that you guys will fucking take a picture, take a moment, and make it something that is not, and then just crush somebody. And like, y'all criticize so much that y'all not even noticing, like, you're bullying this girl. And if you really fucking think about it, you don't really have a motherfucking reason to. Like, you really, really don't have a reason to. But you making this a reason because you already don't fucking like her for whatever reason. Like, something about her that y'all just probably don't like. And I don't know what it is, but y'all are doing too much. And it's disgusting. First and first, I seen a video of her asking fucking Lil Nas X. I saw a video of her asking Lil Nas X to hold her fucking award. And let me tell y'all something. I have asked other artists to hold my awards for me, myself. Because them bitches is the fucking size of a motherfucking fat baby, bitch. Like, that, like, those awards be so heavy. And then, like, when you have heels on and you put pressure on top of yourself, it really feel like your leg starts to wobble. Like, no lie, those awards are very fucking heavy. Then you gotta worry about motherfucking doing a speech and looking good while you fucking carrying a motherfucking 10-pound fucking baby on your motherfucking hands. So I just don't think that you guys understand how fucking heavy those fucking awards are. And also, I met Tyla in person. I'm 5'3". So I'm already like short. she's shorter than me, and no lie, she's shaped really beautifully, but she's very, very skinny like Mariah type of skinny. Like she has to weigh like 109 pounds. So imagine you 109 pounds and you fucking gotta carry a 10 pound fucking award with heels. She literally as Lil Nas X, but y'all trying to make this into like, oh, how rude is she to ask another female artist to hold her award? Like she's the help. And I love Haley, but she didn't even ask Haley to hold her award. She asked Lil Nas X, a man, to hold it. The thing about her too, she's fucking 22 years old. Also, do you know how hard it is to be a person from a different country trying to adjust to America? So she's a new artist, 22 years old, trying to adjust to fucking America. And out of nowhere, you guys are fucking angry and fucking making think pieces about a bitch that barely speaks. She likes to prove to people like, hey, no, I'm not like these other girls. I don't get down like that. I'm not a hoe. So sometimes when like y'all see Tyla like trying to prove like, oh no, I'm not dancing next to Usher, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that she's trying to like act like she's better than people. I honestly feel like sometimes people just, when somebody's so overly confident, they have to also overly prove that they're not easy bitches, because sometimes people really think that about you.
I don't know if his video is still up, but that Joe Budden podcast with Tyla, and just the way he was talking about her not wanting to have Usher jamming her and just not respecting her boundaries on the breakfast show. The way he was going off and the way he was talking about everything, it was giving me major P vibes. I don't know if anyone else peeped that, but for me, it was giving me major P vibes. I looked at everything. I looked at it several times and I'm like, this is not just a regular person. This is a man that has like, he's so passionate about it. This is no longer him reviewing and saying how much he don't like this girl or whether or not he has a problem against women. No, this is somebody that is like, man, they know this here, and people, they have a way with how they do things. If you don't know, they have a way, they have certain demeanors and stuff. And I looked at that, just know that whenever the news does come out, I called it first, but it's giving me major P vibes. I could be wrong. God forgive me if I'm wrong, but it's giving me major P vibes. It's giving me major P vibes.
And Joe Budden getting mad at a 22-year-old Tyla for opting out of dancing with Usher. We know what you are, Joe. We know what you are. We know what you are. His rant just gives an insight and affirms why people like Diddy got away with the stuff that they got away with in the music industry. It's dirty. It's dirty. The people there are dirty because he's seething. This man is seething. There's literally venom behind every word he was saying in that rant. And this venom is for a young woman exercising her agency, like setting boundaries that are comfortable for her, which is so... You guys are scary. You guys are scary. Like, why are you so personally offended? Asha is not offended, but why are you so personally offended at that? That doesn't make sense. And what also doesn't make sense is that he also had criticism for Keke Palmer when she danced on him. It's like women can never win. Ever. Whatever choice you make, whatever decision you make, you will be wrong. And I'm actually really happy to see everyone calling this out. From my side of the internet, people aren't on his side, which is amazing. But there is a part of this conversation that's a bit shaky, that I'm not sure I like, where there's this insinuation that Tyla refusing to dance with Usher is her, showing respect to her man if she has a man, or it's like she's just showing that she has better morals. I don't know. I'm hearing that chat where there's an undertone of purity culture talks, and I don't like that, because Keke Palmer also wasn't wrong for dancing with Usher at all. Again, she's a woman exercising her agency. The problem here is men being so upset at a woman exercising her agency. Industry men that are so upset that you are not acting in a way that pleases us. I don't know. I've just seen a few comments talking about like, no, Tyla respects herself and Joe Budden can't handle it, which like, yeah. But that's not to say that Keke Palmer also doesn't respect herself. Like that, I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that. Because to me, to this day, to this day, Keke Palmer didn't do anything wrong. And then also this implication that since Usher is a legendary act, people should just, you know, override their like boundaries. I don't know. Isn't that why we're seeing all the problems that we're seeing in the music industry? Like it's weird. It's weird. Even with Keke Palmer, when she was like talking about Trey Songz violating her boundaries, you guys had so much to say. It's always whenever a woman is like, no, I stop here, you guys lose your minds. And it's so gross, and it makes me so worried. Just grooming young artists, young female artists for abuse. Like, it's weird, guys, to be that angry. Ow.
It's so funny how y'all are calling Americans entitled because we're asking for...
The problem here is that we are trying to have an educated and intellectual conversation with a country whose schools are filled with more bullets than books. So education has never been your priority, and hence why you're spewing so much garbage that you're not even trying to learn anything from anyone. I want to hold your hand when I tell you this. America is not the golden standard for the world. The expectation is not that everything that as American is perfect. I know movies and music videos have lied to us, and yes, in Africa some of us may have believed that America was a great country until we allowed ourselves to interact with you guys on the internet, and then we realized spaza shop that thing. Now let me hold your hand once again and explain something to you. If your identity requires a hyphen in order for you to have an identity, let me give you an example. African American, Black American. I would think that you would then sit down and listen to the people whose identities you have hyphenated together to get your identity. Because if you are calling yourself an African American, I would think that you would want to then listen to Africans when they are teaching you about the culture that you only tap into during holidays when you are going to the motherland to be in touch with your roots. We don't have to step in and out during holiday periods within our cultures and our identities because we live them on a daily basis. You need to step and learn from us what Africanacity is, what being an African is. You can't even point out Africa in a map. Some of you in America, majority of you, still think we roam around with lions. Majority of you can't even identify and distinguish between African as a continent and countries in Africa. But here y'all are trying to fight someone who's clearly telling you that in their country there is a denomination of people called colored people. As a matter of fact, a typical American person, if they were to arrive in South Africa, we would spot them as a colored person until they told us otherwise. And when they do tell us otherwise, do you know what's the difference between our kind, my country, and yours? We would respect your identity. But nay, you will not do that because you can't even respect the identities of Native Americans. You can't even respect the identities of Americans in your own country. There are trans people whose rights you're trying to take away the identities of women. You're trying to... anything and everything that seems to be a little bit of a threat and that does not align with your movie-filled and movie-thrilled world, you'll want to attack. Tyla went to America and became successful. She's not there to take anyone's bread or butter. This is the same thing you're doing with Mexicans by trying to strip them of their power, trying to strip them of their identity and make them identify something that you want. Tyla is colored in South Africa. What you should have done as a person who's hyphenating their identity is then sit down and ask yourself, what are colored people? Where do I fit in when it comes to this? And go and learn about colored people in South Africa. South Africa, which is in Africa, the Africa that you fought for to hyphenate and identify as. But when it comes to us informing you and educating you about our continent, you then want to tell us that we should respect you. Respect you as what? You went and called yourself Shaniqua, Laniqua, and Eloise and thought you were being African while you were mocking us without even understanding who we are. Your lineage is, and your bloodline is African. And the only people who can call that country America Americans are the endangered Indians that are from there, that you guys have displaced. Americans, all you are doing is that you are colonized and now you are sub-colonizers. You are wanting to replicate the same oppression that white people did unto you to anyone else who identifies as anything that's different. Congratulations, you are black. But I'm assuming that your blackness also stems from the motherland that you tap into when you feel like it. And if that is the case, maybe you should sit down, listen, and let's explain to you what blackness is actually in Africa. We are tired of this conversation. We are over it. And quite honestly, Tyla, step on the next some more, my baby. Because somehow they think you were only successful when you arrived in America. You were not. And even if they were to kick you out of America, you'd still be successful here in Africa. And that is our conversation, and that is the end. If your identity requires you to hyphenate, listen to the two parties that you've hyphenated with. And so far, there's nothing about you that you can identify without Africa or Americans. And you are neither. Without the two parties, listen to the two. Then come back to us. And Tyla is African. When she's teaching you something, learn. But she's from the roots that you only tap into when you feel like it.
Like, this is just so special, but also bittersweet, because I know there's a tendency to group all African artists under Afrobeat. It's a thing, and even though Afrobeat has run things and has opened so many doors for us, African music is so diverse. It's more than just Afrobeat. From South Africa, I'm a piano, I represent my culture, and I just want to shout out all the Afrobeats artists in this category with me. Shout out Thames, Ira Star, shout out Loj, shout out Rema, Whiskey, Burna Boy, all of us. And yeah, I love you guys. Africa to the world, stream my album, Tyla. And thank you again.
Bye, people. You heard everything right there. What did you think? I think Cardi B coming out to defend Tyla was a good one. She defended Tyla real well. Women are supposed to support women, really, especially when the other woman has not done anything wrong. And in this part, I think Tyla has not done anything wrong to actually deserve this much backlash as she's gotten in the past few days. Please, guys, leave your honest thoughts with me in the comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.